guys, I wanted to come in some better light, show you that highlight. So you're gonna see me create this look in just a minute. And there's the eye look. I also stay tuned after the get ready with me because I have some little vlogging with the dogs and the cats. So and some stuff that I want to show you. So be sure and kind of watch after, and also let me know if you like the format where I'm answering questions. Chopper just let himself in. I think that format makes these a little bit more interesting. And you can learn a little bit more about me that way. So let me know if you like that, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys all real soon. Have a great day. Bye. Hey guys, we're gonna start the day with a little tea because I'm kind of needing it. I just heated up my water. All of this over here I showed you, and I probably saw a clip. Oh, I didn't have much in there. Oh well, it's about a half a cup. I'm gonna reuse my tea bag. But anyway, that's all stuff I gotta show you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and get ready with you today. And we are going to use a Disney ColourPop shadow palette today. I'll leave my tea bag in there. Alright, let's get started. So, I woke up this morning, sorry about the frizz hair. I woke up this morning at exactly 5 o'clock. And that was the end of that. I was not able to sleep anymore after that. So, and I also woke up to this nice pimple there, but the one I had there is clearing up. Something's bothering my skin because I don't normally get that. I was trying to see if I brought any concealer down here with me, and I don't think that I did. Well, hopefully my foundation is enough. I actually already did my eyebrows and primed my face and all, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on and hope for the best and hope it clears. It can, oh, there is a little concealer stick on this one. This is a little Sephora. Can we color it? We can! Let's color our spots. Yay! Okay, so let me just blend that in. Probably gonna see it after I blend it in. Yeah, see, it comes right back. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your day. We are, today, my daughter and I are going to the Southern Women's Show. So if I'm able to vlog, I can. Then I will. It's everything for women, ladies. They usually have the Henrico County firemen doing a fashion show for us girls too, with their shirts off. That's the kind of fashion show I'm in. I don't know. I think my daughter can handle that now too. She's 18. I think she would. She'd probably love it. She's super shy about boys to me. She'll tell me boys cute, but she's super shy about them. She doesn't want to. She didn't want to admit to her dad she even liked boys, and he said to her one day, he said, "Oh, I'm so glad to know you're not a lesbian." Literally, that's what he said, which is so nasty. She just never told her dad because she's just shy and embarrassed, and she is just timid, very timid around boys, which is fine with me. I'm happy for her to be shy around boys. I am thrilled with that. So, these earrings I'm wearing are new. They're on the front cover of our catalog for Park Lane. I love them. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little turquoise bead here, and then there's silver and gold, and they make a dingling sound, like a little twinkle, like a bell. Yeah, it's more like a bell sound, and it keeps like I can hear it in my ears. All right, so seriously, how do I put things down and can't find them again? This is just not going to go away. It just, no matter what I put over it, it's like determined to pop back out and show red. All right, so I noticed a couple times when I'm doing my makeup in front of you guys, I gotta check it because sometimes it's not fully blended in, and then I'll get to work or something, or I'll go on with my day, and I'll notice that like I have like patches, which is not good. I'm gonna do probably a lot of creams today, actually. I thought I was gonna, I'm gonna do the cream contour right here. I already did that wrong. I probably did that wrong, but I already did this wrong. So I was watching a video, and you're supposed to stop bronzer right there. So you're supposed to come down from your eye, any kind of contour or bronzer. So I came over too far. Oh, we're just gonna take that off. So anyway, so I hope you guys are having a good morning. Like I said, I woke up at 5 o'clock today. Oh my gosh, what the heck. I literally am so tired of waking up early. I wish I could sleep. And my weight this week has fluctuated by 5 pounds. 5. I'm down, back down. I gained 5 and I lost it again. So I'm back down the 5. But still, like, what the heck? Like, I'm so ready for it to stop and just be what it is. And I'm ready to, like, lose weight. Let's get down to my girly figure again. Where'd that go? So I've just sort of accepted that I'm going to be in my womanly figure now, that no, there is no more girly figure. That's probably days I'll never see back. All right, I'm going to grab, there was something I was needing to grab. Oh, I have questions I'm going to answer from you guys while I'm doing this. Gosh, my hair looks dry today, doesn't it? I haven't straightened it or anything, but today it's looking, maybe I didn't put enough conditioner in. It's looking really yucky. It was doing really good. It was really healthy. But today it looks really, it'll look better once I do it, but it's looking really dry, and it's feeling kind of dry. I did use a new product. Maybe that product is not for me. So I'm gonna go grab the questions from you guys. I wrote them all down. I looked at work that I put on the community. I'd listed like, hey, what, you know, what are some assumptions you have about me? And we're gonna go through them. So hold on, it's coming up. Okay, I'm gonna bronze with this. Also, I pulled this out. This is like a really pretty pink. It's called Enchantress. Why can't I say that? Enchantress. I don't know why I can't say it. But anyway, it's by Stila, and I'm going to use it on my eyes today. I'm going to try it over the Disney ColourPop All I See Is Magic palette. I haven't used this palette yet, and it's an awful pretty palette. It's kind of neutral, so we're going to dive into that. Probably use some of the pinky shades and nude shades in there. I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this as I talk to you guys. So one of you guys asked, where do I live now and where did I grow up? So let's start with where I grew up. I grew up in a suburb of Buffalo, New York, up in upstate New York, in Depew, New York, which most people don't know where Depew is. They know where Buffalo is because everybody knows Buffalo for the snow, right? But they don't really know where Depew is. So there's like 3 little villages, Depew, Lancaster, and Cheektowaga, and I literally grew up on the edge of Cheektowaga and Depew. I went to Depew High School, and God, I loved I loved where I grew up. It's like suburbia at its finest. Like, it's cute little cookie cutter houses, no crime, lots of trees, nice little area. And I mean, the biggest thing is no crime. All the families, like the parents, like knew where everybody lived. Everybody looked out for each other. It was really nice. And I am gonna do a review on this, but I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona palette. You have two creams and 2 blushes in here, and you use them all actually when you do this. So we're gonna get started on it, and it looks weird just when you start with this dark one, which is scary. It's scary. See, I'm gonna tap it on there and then tap it on. So anyway, so that is where I grew up until I was 19 years old, and then I moved here with, at the time, my boyfriend, who later became my husband for the next 18 years until I was 37 years old. I was pregnant with my first son at 20, had him when I was 21. So he is now, so I'm young, I was a young mom. He is now 23, and I just turned 44. So he is 21 years younger than me, my son is. And what else? By the time I was 24 years old, I had all 3 babies. We're going to blend that. I know that looks ridiculous right now. Or 24 or 25, I had all 3 of my children. So that's why my children are older, and I'm still fairly young, a young mom and a very young grandmother, because I do have a grandbaby. who is 1 and amazing and smart and gorgeous. He's a cute little boy. And he is far away from me. I don't get to see him very often, actually. He's in Alabama, so I only see that little guy like a couple times a year. And I miss him dearly. I really miss him dearly. Every time I see him, I cry my eyes out because there's nothing like a grandbaby. There's nothing like it. So it's just really, really tough to have a grandchild so far away. And now I know what I put my mom and dad through, because they had... all of my grandkids were far, or their grandkids, my children, were far away from them. I like what this is doing here. So this blush I'm using is a 4-step process. So you gotta be with the process, because it takes a little bit of time. I'm actually gonna use my fingers. Yeah, it's gonna work out better. So it's that you can do a lot with this blush, but the color I'm putting on now gives it more of a peachy gold tone instead of just the pink tone. It tones the red down some, but you can leave the red. And then I'm going to go in with this next one is it's called Duo Glow, and this you put kind of lower on the cheek over here, and then you're going to put the high shine up above. So this is it's a really beautiful. It's supposed to make your cheeks sort of look like glass, like a glass look on your face. So now I'm going to go in with the Glow Extreme. All right, so and where do I live now? So I live in Virginia. I don't think I answered that question. Like I said, I moved here to Virginia to marry my husband, who is actually from Buffalo as well, and he got a job with the police department down here. He's still with the police department, and he is now a lieutenant with the police department. In fact, he's the one that got me the free tickets today for my daughter and I to go to see the racetrack, or to go see the Southern Women's Show. It's at the racetrack. I actually get a lot of perks still from, because he's a lieutenant, and he gets like free tickets to concerts and NASCAR and all kinds of stuff. So if I want them, I'm not really big into NASCAR. I know some people down here are like crazy nuts over it. And I'm going to put some of this on and just tone this down up here and kind of shows a little bit more. This is Bare Minerals blush. How do you open this sugar? I don't know how to open it. I got nails and I can't pull it. See, like you're supposed to pull this off and I can't. I'm going to have to use a different blush, or a different powder. I guess I'll use the finishing powder in here. So, all right. So then, anyway, so I lived down here, and then of course we got divorced when I was 37 years old. If anybody's wondering, it was my choice. I got married too young. I don't want to get into all of that, but I got married way too young. So that's that. And the next question is, you love the color pink. Too funny because I'm wearing pink. And you're shy at times, sensitive, your kids are your life, and you're very loyal. I would say that is pretty accurate. You know, it's funny because people think, oh, you're so outgoing. And I'm actually not. It took me a long time to get outgoing. I think I always wanted to be outgoing, but I struggled. So as a child, I don't know if anybody can relate to this. I would literally drive down the street another way if I saw a neighbor outside. My tea's like way down in there, because I did not want to talk to the neighbor. I did not want to have to wave to the neighbor. Same thing, like I would walk down the other way down the street, which is ridiculous. I just was so, I think, nervous all the time. I suffered from, like when I was younger, I would sweat horribly. I still sometimes do. I still have that still happens to me sometimes. And I'm just going into this color, which I don't even know what it is. Does it say Imperial? I don't like when the colors are on the back, but I get when you got a big palette like this, it's hard. This is more about like a natural shade, like a close to my skin tone shade. And I'm just doing like a transition, like a overall kind of a color there, just to lay down, so I can lay down the rest of my stuff nicely. I found that using this all over instead of a primer just works better for me, like laying down like a shadow. sometimes the primers are like sticky and then like I can't blend my makeup out as well. I'm not loving the eye primer. I got the Urban Decay one. I don't love it. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem to work as well for me. So as far as, so I'm shy, a little bit. I'm very outgoing too. So it's a weird combo with me. But I learned to get more comfortable. I think as I grew into my skin, I just got better. All right, I think what I'm gonna do now is go into this next shade as the transition shade in the crease. So we're gonna put that in the crease. And my kids are my life. If anything ever happened to my babies, any of my babies, you know, you're only as happy as your children are. And if your children are miserable and something's going on in their lives, as a mom, I think we can all relate to this. Like, you're miserable. Like, I know that worrying serves no purpose. I know that. I know that half the things we worry about never come true. I know that too. It doesn't stop me from worrying about my children. You know, if they're going through something, or it just doesn't even matter, you know, I'm just gonna worry about them. I can't even help myself. And I also will do anything to protect them. And I think that's been tested in ways that, you know, maybe there's times where I did things that maybe I should have let my children learn the hard way. And I maybe got them out of something that they shouldn't have gotten out of, and they should have paid the piper on. And I know for certain there's something there that I've done with one of my children that I don't really feel guilty about it. I'm like, let's be real, I'm not really feeling too bad about it. I think our children do stupid things when they're young, really stupid stuff. And boys especially, they're just sort of reckless. And I feel like my boys didn't straighten up until, well, Drew's just he's turning 21, and we're just starting to see that. I'm a little worried. He turns 21 on the 31st next weekend, so I'm kind of worried about it because I don't know if he's going to go hog wild or what. All right, so I'm going to take this pretty burgundy color in the crease. And then I think I'm going to put the Stila over the eye, over the top, but I'll probably put a little something down before I do that. All right, so what is the next one? You never leave the house without makeup on. You like to be the best you can be in public. Actually, that's mostly correct. There are times where I'm like, you know, Target is just a mile up the road, and there are times where I'm just like, I don't care. I'm in sweats, my hair's in a ponytail, and I go. And I just hope and pray that nobody I know sees me. But isn't it that the always time when somebody that you know does see you and you're looking like your absolute worst? I feel like that's exactly what happens when you leave the house without makeup. So, but you know what the funny thing is, guys, you guys are seeing me play with makeup. I actually didn't start wearing like eyeshadow at all until about 2 years ago. I know that's a shock, probably to most of you guys. All I wore out of the house was, I always wore foundation. I've been wearing foundation since I was little. Well, since I was a teenager, I guess that's still kind of little. But I would wear foundation and blush, never any contour, never any like bronzer. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what it was. Like my mom just didn't have that stuff at home. My mom didn't really wear makeup, and she didn't really teach us how to wear makeup. So I, you know, really didn't do anything. All I would wear as a kid was some liner, foundation, blush, and I would wear mascara. And then I might wear like a lip balm or sometimes a lipstick. I remember a bully in high school used to pick on me. She was like a year or two older than me, and she, I didn't even know her, and she like would push me. Well, she would like say stuff. So it started where like she would say stuff because she didn't like my lipstick color that I would that I was wearing. All right, so I'm gonna go in with this top color. Oh, you guys can't see this top color. So I just did, we've played with this color, and this color, and I'm going in with this color on the top, and then I'm gonna put the Stila drops on the top. Anyway, she would make fun of me, and I think she, honestly, I don't know, I wasn't popular in school. I was like a middle of the road kind of kid. I had a lot of friends. I was very outgoing in school, and I was on the softball team. I was a really, really good softball player. I was a cheerleader. I was in show choir. I was a dancer in competition with, so all of us that cheerleaded were also on the same dance team, and we all competed in dance. So we were a really neat cheer team and dance team. And so I was invited to like the cheerleader sleepovers and the parties and stuff like that, and the bonfires, and we always did Spirit Week, and I was just really involved in school. So I had this wonderful experience in school, and I hate it because Mackenzie's completely opposite of me and shy, and she's not involved in it. She's in beta club. She does like volunteer hours, and she's having this miserable experience in school, and she's just literally counting the days. I went to her room yesterday, and she has 103 days until she's graduated. She's just waiting for school to be over, and she's come in my room, and like she's cried about it, and she's like, you don't understand because you had a good school, you had like a good, and I don't understand. I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to tell her just to reach out. I see herself like holding herself back, and I don't know how to help her. I don't understand it, so I have a hard time. I try to give her advice, and it just makes her angry, and she doesn't want to hear that. So it's just really frustrating. But what was I even on? Somehow we went down a rabbit hole, and we were talking about wearing makeup out of the house, and I ended up there with you guys. So yeah, because I was talking about what I wore in school and stuff, and the girl that bullied me. Oh, I wanted to finish telling you the story about the girl that bullied me. So she started saying stuff about like what I wear. I think I like this just as it is. I don't know if I want to put this on, this Stila stuff on. I'll put a little bit of it on. And she started saying stuff like she would make fun of me, make fun of my lipstick. And I bet this is almost the same color, except it just totally brightened my eye. And one day, I was at my locker, and my back was facing. I didn't even know she was there. And one day she came up and she pushed me. Well, little Terry, who was about 90 pounds at the time, I was so tiny. I don't know how I was that small. But anyway, I pushed her back. I turned around. I got mad at her. She pushed me, and there were people around, and I don't know if that's what sort of spurred it on. I'm not really sure, but I lost it, and I turned around, and I shoved her back, and she fell on the floor in front of everybody. I will tell you, she never, ever messed with me again after that, ever. So it was like I put her in her place, and she knew, okay, she's going to fight back, and she left me alone from that point on. And then there was an announcement about 2 days later. Her house burned down. I mean, to the ground. She was like completely put out. Her house totally burned down. They had nothing, and they were asking students for donations and things. And I thought, man, isn't karma a bitch? She was not a nice person. And I'm not saying she deserved any of that, because she didn't. But it's funny how stuff comes around. You should treat people the right way, right? You should treat people the right way. I always, like, even on YouTube, I see people, like, we've dealt with a lot of, like, negative comments on the channel in the last couple of months. Most of you guys are so fantastic, but there's been a couple of people I've blocked because I'm like, no, I'm just not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with it. If you feel like you need to make a negative comment, just go watch somebody else's channel. You don't need to be on mine. And so I just blocked people. Hence you'll notice I get 2 or 3 thumbs down on every single video that I do. which I think is funny because they don't realize that that's actually helping my views. I'm not going to go all the way in. I am going to just do this like corner right here a little bit and just darken this edge up. And then I'm going to go underneath my waterline. So all I did was like this little edge here, and that's, I'm not going to go all the way over. I don't want to mess up the pretty color. But I do want to darken just that corner up, just like that. And that's a way I'm learning how to kind of keep my eyes open. I am going to lift and just get under here a little bit. So, but anyway, yeah, we've had a couple negative comments here, and I just, you know, there are times I see people like wearing clothes that don't fit them, or it looks to me like they don't fit. But you know what? If they're comfortable and they're happy, who am I to say anything? Like, seriously, who am I to say anything about what they wear? I don't have to wear it, you know? But yet everybody thinks that, like, it's okay. Like, they think if you have a channel, it's okay that you're putting your life out there, and it's absolutely fine for them to treat you whatever the way they want to treat you. And it's not. It's not. Like, I think there still needs to be a level. Just because I'm behind a screen and you're behind a screen, I can't see you. Like, would you say that to my face? Because if you wouldn't say it to my face, you shouldn't say it to me either over a screen. There have been things that have hurt my feelings. Absolutely. There have been things that it's taken me days to get over. And that sucked. Because I do think that I live my life as a kind person. And I would hope that more people would live their lives in the same way. They don't always, though. What am I going to do? All right, girls. Next one on here. Mary said, you're an animal lover, caretaker of others. You exceed all expectations that other people have of you, yet you still expect more of yourself. You are your own worst critic. I think if you could live at the beach, you would. Oh, you know it, girl. You know if I could be at the beach, I 100% would live there. That's like my dream, to be at the beach. And I am my own worst critic. I would say that whether I exceed others' expectations of me or not, I don't know. But I know that I'm a perfectionist. I can remember like starting my job and feeling like I was failing at it. And I sat down with my boss, who also let me know in no uncertain terms that I'm extremely stubborn. He said, but it works for me. But he goes, you are one stubborn lady. Like, if you have it in your mind that I'm wrong, there's not a damn thing I can say to convince you. I'm like, yeah, Robert tells me the same thing. I get pretty stubborn. So, but he said to me one day, I said, I was struggling to get, in my mind, to get people to call me back because I work on the phone. And so I had been like testing out all different types of messages that I can leave. And I had been like seeing like, okay, which message, if I leave this message, I get the most return calls back. And I just was unhappy about my call return ratio, which looking back is kind of funny because now I understand the business a little bit more. And he looked at me and he said, Terry, he said, I can tell you that you get more callbacks in this office than 90% of the people in here. But you're not going to believe me anyway. And he's right. Like, when he said that, I was completely shocked. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was so surprised because here I was thinking, I'm not doing a good job. And the dogs are at the door bouncing. So hold on one second. Okay, I just looked up too and saw that my rainbows are coming in from my prisms that I keep on my wall. I love those. Those make me so happy. So anyway, you know, yes, I'm very hard on myself. I would say that I'm a perfectionist in some things and not in others. I'm absolutely not a perfectionist when it comes to cleaning the house. I just let that go. I just don't do it. I do it on Sundays. I don't do it a lot. And I don't really, it doesn't bother me if it's, I like it clean, but it doesn't like bother me if it's like not clean. Why are we having issues? There we go. So, and when I die, if people remember me for not having a clean house. Then they remembered me for the wrong thing, right? I want to show this, guys, to you. This is Moon Dust. It's by Ciate London, and I just pulled it out. It came in like when I was doing all of those like 12 Days of Christmas boxes and stuff. It is the prettiest highlight. I'm like in love. I'm gonna, even though I have kind of a high highlight on, you guys can't see it, I'm gonna make it brighter. I'm gonna glow today. I don't know if that's showing. Oh yeah, you guys can see that here. It's so pretty. And I do have texture on my face. I don't care. I don't care. So, oh, and I, you know, as far as the color pink, yeah, I actually color coordinated my closet recently, and I looked, and I have too much pink. I have a lot of pink and a lot of teal. Those are my two favorite colors. And I gotta go upstairs and do, I'm done. I'm gonna just spray my face with some of this mister stuff, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and do my hair. It's just unruly right now. So we're gonna have more questions. I have more, a lot more. We just didn't get through them that we're going to do. And as we go on, you guys know I'm an animal lover. In fact, I'm going to show you guys my little clip of this morning's video with Chopper and with the little kitty Mila, and you'll see that. Actually, I'll put that after, and then we're going to start with something Patty is asking me next. Oh, she just says, can you tell us how you got your fur babies? I'm a crazy dog lady. So I will save that for another video. I'm going to clean up really quick here. I do have I want to show you guys what the final eye look turned out to be like. I like it. I think it's kind of like a pinky rose gold look. So I do have my Nordstrom trunk club box here, but I don't know if I can get to it today, so it might be coming tomorrow. But I do have another clothing box, and it looks so nice. It looks like there's some really nice like things in there for spring, for work. So I'm excited to dive in and get into that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Look at the cuteness. This is baby Mila, and her favorite spot is to sit here, and sometimes she sits here and chases her tail. She's getting so big. And she does this weird thing. And sometimes she sits here, and as the dogs walk by, she smacks them. This is her, like, perch. I don't know what we're going to do when I take this upstairs. What are you doing, Mila? Oh, my goodness. Good morning. Good morning, you silly Willy. What are you doing? She's such a weirdo. What are you doing? And Mila eats the dog food every single day. That's the dog food down there. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's itching her face or something. What you doing, weirdo? Yeah, she's itching her face. Oh, and now she's scratching me. Hello. See, that's what she does to the dogs. She's a little devil kitty. Good devil kitty. What's so cute, but and there's another kitty. That's Arrow. See, look, she's trying to swat at Arrow. She's like, oh, my friend's up. I'm probably going to go get her. Gonna go get her? Mila is the baby kitty, and she's getting big. She's got Maine Coon in her. She's got a big fluffy tail that she chases constantly. And she definitely has a big personality and a lot of spunk and absolutely gorgeous colors. All right, so we got to take a kitty break. Look, I just love her so much. She's so entertaining. Are you entertaining? We have 3 kitties in this house. I figured you guys might want a kitty. Oh, little kitty pictures. What are you doing, baby? What you doing, cute little nut? What you doing? I gotta watch her because she'll slap me. My mom, she's like, man, I like her. She's spunky and sassy. She's got a funny little personality. See, like, what are you doing? All right, so now over to, let's shut this. That's our messy closet. Anyone want to come over and, like, organize it for me? Okay, so on here, I just made my tea. I have this to do for you guys today, which is the, which was the test tube beauty, which is new for me. I've never done that. Had some things come in here that I'm going to show you guys. Ariel Latner does like all like jewelry that's like it's like homemade, not homemade, but it's like they make it all with like natural stones and stuff. And so this piece, I got 2 items. This was a mystery piece that they sent, like it was like an add-on, and it's like a druzy. You guys can't see this really well. I can tell that it's coming in kind of fuzzy, but it's like a druzy ring, and it's a little bit crystally. It's really kind of quite neat. Up close, it looks like an oyster shell. Up close, though, it's got like sparkles in it. It's just hard to see that. I don't know how much I'm going to wear this item. I do like it. Oh, and there's the other baby coming up where she's not supposed to. What doing? This is not where we walk. Get down. Get down. Get down, Arrow. Down. She wants to come by me. That's why she's up here. Get down. She heard me talking. Arrow, there's no room up here for you, baby. You're not supposed to be on this table. All right, anyway, she's not listening. So then I got this piece, which this is a little moon. Isn't this stunning? And then it's got blue lapis, and gold. But I really liked the moon. So I had a coupon for 50% off for this company. So this was a $100 necklace, and I got it for $50. And it is a genuine stone, and I forgot what the stone is, actually. It might be moonstone. What we doing? This is just a kitty morning. Look at your pretty green eyes. You're just a pretty green baby eyes. Yeah, see, she wanted some loving. All right, so those are those 2 pieces. We're going to also, and it came so nice, guys. It came in here, and it was they have the bags, but then it also came wrapped. This was wrapped in wrapping paper, and then it came with this little now the brat's up here. It came with this, and it had a little wax stamp on it. These cats, goodness gracious, babies. Let's get you down, okay? Go eat cat food. So also we have Roxbox. I don't know if we're going to, well, hopefully we'll get to this today. I have Julie Box, Roxbox, and Glamour Jewelry Box all here. Maybe I'll do one video with all 3 of these so you guys can see the difference. We have a Allure Beauty Box that came in, and I haven't really opened this yet. I haven't, nothing's opened yet. I just popped the box open, and I looked at this to see, was this March or April? Because as you guys know, I never got February or March. I never got my February box, and I think this is the March box, and I still haven't gotten February's. I'll give you an update on what's happening there. This is a really cool new product, which I'm going to talk to you guys about. This is something that came in from Octoly, which I'm really excited about, so we're going to talk about that. And then for some reason, I accidentally ordered 2 Target beauty boxes, so I think I might give one away. So we're going to get into all of this, which is why it's up here today. And I'm going to go through, at some point, we're going to go through all of it. But for now, I just recently made my tea. Oh, and look. So I got these are new at Target, these little vases and these little flower blooms. They were $1 each, these little guys. And also, I took my flowers off here, and this jar is a beautiful jar, and it was $3 at Target. I mean, it's stunning. And it was $3, so I have all my tea bags right in here. This is normally a cleaned off space. I just put all this up here to show you guys. So, oh, and I got a new rug. Let me show you my new rug. So here's the new rug. Isn't it pretty? So, and I've got some stuff up here too, but that's the new rug. It's sort of like a turquoise blue, and it kind of matches in here. I had a gray fuzzy one, which my daughter, I think, there's Chopper. Chopper Popper. I think he's going to be going to get some training, some puppy training. Oh, go get some training. So, but anyway, I think it matches pretty decently in here. It's a nice little rug. I got this and this kind of holding the edges down, because you know when they're rolled up and like it just wanted to curl up, so that's trying to flatten it out. Oh, and also this little thing that I got from the Deco Crated, I just put, right now just storing some candles in a little jar. I've just got some stuff in it. This isn't probably what I'm going to do with it, but that's for now. I got a dress I'm going to try on for you guys from Target, which was 15 bucks. I have a couple candles here that I want to show you guys. And then this is from This one was from, we have a monthly box with Jewel Scent, but also Fragrant Jewels has their monthly box, and I like it, so I get it. I had taken a break from it for 2 months and stopped it, and then I just added it back up. But this is the candle here. It says Joy on it, and it's got a ring. It's 2 wicks. They also have coconut wax, which is the same thing we have, and they have really pretty candles that are in different colors. Pretty spring kind of pinky coral color here, and this would have a ring in my size in it. Actually, I'm wearing a ring from Fragrant Jewels right now, which came a couple months ago, and I think this was just like one of the winter ones because it looks like a snowflake, which I should take that off. I don't want any more snow. And then it also came with a bath bomb. Animals are knocking stuff over. And this is also got a size 6 ring in it, which is my ring size. All right, so that's all the little fun stuff I wanted to show you. I guess I could show you the candles I sell. If I can get them open, maybe. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. All right. I gotta talk to the company too, because this candle's a little bit messy. This is the mango. If I can get it out of here. It's a mango candle, and I've noticed lately they've been sending them to me and they haven't cleaned up the edges of the candle, which there's a quality control person who's supposed to do that, and see how messy it is? They didn't do it, so that's the second time that's happened. But this is a mango luxe candle, so this is going to have it smells just like mangoes too. This is going to have a ring of at least $40 inside. And then also we have these new little jar candles that are coming out, and these are so stinking cute. These are going to be, I'm going to have to sit down and open this with you. Those are my little under there. I got to straighten those up. I bought those at Michael's to store all this crap in it. So anything like paperwork wise, magazines, coloring, anything that is like that in there. All right, so this one, this one smells amazing. This is a little jewel candle. This is Essentials, and there's no ring in this one. And this is just Mandarin Citron, and it's really a nice little citrus, fresh smell for the spring or summer. It's a great smell. I'm burning one right now, but not one of the jar candles. This one is, if you want a great orange, if you like orange scent, this is Valencia Orange. And we have a coconut soy blend wax. I know my finger's covering it up. There we go. Valencia Orange. This is one of my new faves. I'm going to definitely buy more. I love the scent. But I love the scent of citrus and orange. I always have. So anyway, so now I can put those away because I showed you guys. So those are going to be put away. And, oh, there's Chopper just standing on the couch. Chopper! He's such a fatty because he's got heart problems. Let's go visit him. And then I'll say goodbye, and we'll be back in a little bit because we're going to do some stuff today. Hey, what you doing, little guy? What's such a big chunkamonk? He's actually the youngest puppy. Nitro's quite a bit older than him. He's only about, how long have we've had him 2 years, and he was like 10 months, so he's about 3 years old now. So he is not an old man. He's a young boy, but he's a fat boy. He's just a fat boy because he has really bad heart issues. When we got him, he had heartworm, and he cost us a lot of money to get well. Right? You cost us so much money, but he's so grateful and so sweet and so happy to have a family. And oh, he's pitiful. When I take him anywhere, he thinks I'm going to leave him. Like when I take him to the vet, he like holds my hand. He puts his paw in my hand, and he shakes and he gets nervous. He's just so happy to have a family. He was in really, his fur when I got him was rough and hard and like really dry. And he was actually, when I got him, is this getting tight on you? No, when I got him, he was underweight because he had so many worms. He had every worm you could think of: heartworm, hookworm, tapeworm. He had them all. So he was like 70 pounds in skin and bones. Then we got him better, got rid of the hookworms, heartworms, and tapeworms. The heartworms took its toll on him, though, and did damage to his heart. And so he put weight on really, really quickly. Oh, sweet boy. And so he wheezes and stuff when he tries to exercise. We don't overfeed him. He just doesn't have the stamina. His heart can't take it. So he he can't move around as much as Nitro can, so he's gained weight, but he's a sweet little boy. He slept in the room with us last night. He's a good watchdog, too. Actually, he'll bite people if they try to break in. He gets vicious with people he doesn't know because he knows his family. And he's loyal and he's protective. But we might be sending him to get some dog training. The only issue is they want to take him for a whole month for training. But I'd like to be able to take... Oh, what you doing? This is his thing. What you doing? He likes to get up on his back and lay like this in between me and Robert at night. But if they take him for a whole month for training and you can't see him at all during that month, and he's going to have extreme anxiety with that because he's going to think we're not coming back for him. So when I took him somewhere for a week, he didn't eat for 2 days because he missed us so much. So, all right, guys, I'll be back a little later.